What is up, good people? It is Ajipa, and I'm back with the July 21st weekly blog, Goddess of Mischief. And we're going to cover everything here in this blog real quick. There's a couple cool things, really cool things, and then there's some things that are just well milestones or well events. And we're going to cover it all here real quick and break it down. So Sylvie is coming to the game. I think this is my favorite character of them all so far for the Loki characters. Now, obviously, I love Vol. Beta Ray Bill is pretty cool in his own right, but Sylvie's by far my favorite. We do have an Orb Blitz starting July 23rd. And this will be running from July 22nd through the 28th, so be on the lookout for these events. July 24th at 2 p.m., we have a Sylvie character release and showcase. Call me Sylvie, baby. Voyage of Scuttlebutt, Beta Ray Bill release event. So it says his release event, but I didn't see any character shards in there. We're going to dive into that below here. Blitz for no Corbinite Orb, Fragments, and Spin Power Cores. So I'm thinking these Corbinite Orbs is maybe where we're going to be getting Beta Ray Bill. Comment down below if you know for sure either way, but that's my belief. Web Milestone, Worthy Warrior, Spin Campaign Energy. And these will run simultaneous because spending that campaign energy is actually going to earn us some of them Corbinite Orbs. It'll actually earn you 2 of the orbs, so 4,000 orb fragments. And then spending power cores is how you're going to score in the Voyage of Scuttlebutt. So we do have a Madeline Pryor Blitz starting July 24th. Madeline Pryor is phenomenal. You're going to want her. I would definitely recommend going hard at this if you don't go hard at every Blitz. She's definitely worth going hard after. Now we do have Rogue Scourge coming up, the last run with the leaderboard. I'm 2 months in and I didn't do very good in the Morgan Le Fay Scourge, so hopefully I'll be able to unlock Morgan Le Fay on the next pass in 6 months or whenever it drops, right? I have a ways to go and I need to work up some things, so I'm in no hurry for the Apocalypse grind, right? That'd just be another character I'd be trying to level, so. But for everybody that's getting Morgan Le Fay, congrats, as well as good luck on Rogue Scourge, right? So July 28th, we do have a quick rumble blitz with the Kree. So if you have your Kree at 3, 5, or 7 stars, you're going to be able to score more points at this. I have sucked at every one of these quick rumbles. I don't have barely any characters that are 3, 4, 5, or 3, 4, or 5, 3, 5, or 7 stars. So I don't do very good in these, right? Being 2 months in, that's to be expected. But we do have 2 flash events. The Relic Hunt for Catalysts, using your hand characters, which is a terrible, terrible flash event. They need to rework it. It doesn't give out barely anything. What it gives you throughout the year, over 12 of these events, you get in like one of these weekly events for Catalyst. So they really need to rework that. But then we also have the Nowhere Heist, which the first time rewards are really, really phenomenal. After that, it's decent rewards. It's definitely worth doing. And it gives you those dark promo credits. And that's something that's you could say somewhat a huge bottleneck, you know, to red star some of your favorite characters like Rogue. So be on the lookout for both of those coming up. Now it says keep an eye out for inbox messages alerting you to character availability. So Nemesis is going to the Cosmic Crucible store, which is wonderful, but they're going to need to drop some of them characters down to like 300 of those gold credits, because at 600 you only get enough to buy like 30 Agatha Harkness shards every week or 10 days or something like that. It's just not very often, so it could take you over a month or two to get one character at 100 shards. So that's awesome that Nemesis is going in there, but I hope they definitely change the pricing a little bit so that we can actually get our hands on these characters, right? Alright, so we got Thor Infinity War going to the bumps. So he's going into all those wonderful, wonderful orbs, premium orbs, you know, basic orbs. You'll be able to get his shards. And he is an awesome character. I love his kit. Unlock Sylvie to use the full Bifrost team in the Changing the Story event. And we're going to talk about that here below. So Sylvie arrives soon, July 24th. You'll be able to purchase her in the Enchanting Orb for 675 power cores. This gives you a chance of up to 180 shards, but more than likely you're going to get 6 or 8 shards for 675 power cores. Good luck though if you are pulling for her, because I did hit good on Vol. I pulled a 60 out of that orb, so it is possible to get some really, really good drops. Be on the lookout for offers that are available during the first 3 days. Again, if you purchase one of these offers, it's going to give you one of those additional offers that get you training modules, gold, other resources. It's a limited deal thing, so if you are going to buy that offer, try to buy those follow-up ones as well because they're very much worth it. Sylvie will also be featured in Red Star Orbs at an increased drop rate, so don't miss out on that. I will be doing a Red Star Orb opening for her, and I got over 60 Red Star Orbs. I got like 15-ish 4 and 5 Red Star Orbs that we can pull that'll guarantee a 4 or 5 Red Star, if not higher. So maybe we can get 7 Red Stars on her. I think that'd be pretty cool. I won't have her at 7 yellow for probably a year or two, but we are going to be pulling for Sylvie. So good luck on your Red Star pulls. Now, our events for Defender of Valhalla this week: Voyage of Scuttlebutt. And I think this is up here. His ultimate is called the Scuttlebutt or something like that. And I think that's his ship, right? So it says, strap in for your next mission, Commander, which requires you to dig up Corbinite Orb fragments by blitzing and spending power cores. So you're going to blitz and you get these Corbinite Orb fragments, and then you're going to open the orbs, and I believe that's how we're going to get Beta Ray Bill. I don't know that for a fact, but that's my belief. Again, if you know, comment down below. So blitz your ass off for damn sure, and then spend some power cores on top of it. This is a 7-day event. It'll run all week long for week 3. Or is this will be week 4. Oh my goodness. Week 4 event, right? And I looked in here and I don't see any shards for Beta Ray Bill. But we do get a chance at that Eternity's Cape. So I will be making a guide. I didn't make one for last week's events because I worked, and when I got home, I went to bed. I was so wiped out. It was unreal. And by the next day that I had off, the event had already been going for a day, so I wasn't sure if I should make the guide. This week I will, and see how people like it, even at being 16 to 24 hours after the event started. All I can do is make it, and if you like the videos and you find the content useful, that's great. I just didn't know how it would fare. You know what I'm saying? So we're definitely going to be going after Eternity's Cape. Now, simultaneously, we're going to have Worthy Warrior Web Milestone. And what you're going to be doing here is spending campaign energy. So this will run for 7 days. It's a solo event, but you're going to be earning 2 Corbinite orbs, as well as 1 gold orb, if you spend 1,000 energy a day, which you should be spending between 1,000 and 1,100 every single day, if not more. Okay, we do get 1,108 energy through the basic routes, so you should be able to spend that 1,000. Now, if you're spending 2,400 energy to get 1 extra Corbinite orb and some augmented focus catalyst parts, you're pretty hardcore crazy. But I could see people out there with tons of power cores doing that. I will not be one of those, and I would highly recommend you don't either. It's just not a great way to spend your power cores, right? Alright, so we do have a Kree Conquest Blitz. Again, you can get some gems of Sitarok and gear credits, Blitz orbs and such. But down here, just winning a Blitz gets you 200 points. I don't do very good in these. I usually get up to like maybe 8 or 11,000 points total. But if you have 3, 5, or 7 star Kree, and it's any Kree, so if you have the big dogs like Captain America, not Wonder Woman, I can't think of her name, Captain Woman, she's amazing. I cannot think of her name right now to save my life. It won't come into my head. But if you have Ultimus or her or Minerva, some of the better Kree, or if you have like the blue lady, I can't think of her name either right now. She is a Kree out of the arena store. Those characters would be great for this. Now, call me Sylvie. The next great adventure awaits for your Bifrost and New Warriors with Sylvie's upcoming showcase event, Call Me Sylvie. So your chance to earn resources to help you prepare for Bifrost Epic Event Incursion Raids arrives soon, July 24th. Here are your details for Sylvie's showcase. So again, we are going to have a regular story and then a challenge, and they each have 8 missions. So I'm assuming in the story you're going to get a bunch of Asgardian shards, again 25 or 50 character shards, as well as some awesome gold gear, I would assume. So definitely that could be one of the ways you spend your power cores. More than likely it will be what I'm doing to get that gear, right? It'll just depend on how much of the gear I have already. But those G15 mini uniques, G14, G15 mini uniques are pretty phenomenal to get your hands on. So the story is actually going to require New Warrior or Bifrost characters again, any combination of the 5. You should have 5 of these characters more than likely, depending on how long you've been playing. And if you don't have them, you're just so new. You know, it's one of those things you have to wait for next month's events to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Now the challenge is where it gets crazy because you have to actually have Sylvie, Beta Ray Bill, Vol, Loki Teen, and your choice of Bifrost or a new warrior character to fill that last spot. So a new warrior character more than likely. All characters must be G13. Of course, if you're able to do the challenge, you're going to get some amazing rewards. Mini uniques for gear tier 14, 15, 17, as well as armory of 16 orbs, superior until origin gear, and more. So tons and tons of goodies if you're able to complete that challenge campaign story part. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So changing the story. Sylvie's arrival fills out the Bifrost ranks, and once you recruited the entire team met the difficulty requirements, you can deploy this team into the Bifrost Epic event. And it is the final chapter, essentially. It is the Changing the Story Challenge, and you're going to need all your Bifrost characters at gear tier 15. So this is where it becomes a well category or an endgame player category. I think a big percentage of the player base, the majority, is not going to be doing this. Also, there's an extra challenge if you want to do it. It's 5 yellow stars and gear tier 15 on all 5 Bifrost characters, which means you have spent money. Again, it's going to give you access to some really phenomenal rewards. It's a well-only type thing, in my opinion. But you could be endgame and accomplishing some of these things, right? When you get to endgame, the game looks a lot different, even if you aren't spending very much money. So just keep that in mind. This is the best part of the whole blog, in my personal opinion. Summer Celebration Calendar, and it's phenomenal. You've seen it, I've seen it, we've all seen it. It's amazing. So it's a free 30-day calendar. It's rolling out to all players starting today. Hope you enjoy the Firestar character shards, which, yes, we will, because I don't think she's farmable anywhere that I know of yet, anyway. And she's our last new warrior. So she may be on a hard campaign node or in one of those weird stores. But I haven't seen her anywhere, and she is quite phenomenal. So definitely going to want to get your hands on her and build her. You also have access to elite credits, gold, training modules, and much more. Have an amazing summer commanders. And I've seen tons of 4 and 5 star elite red star orbs or credits to open those red star orbs. So that's a phenomenal calendar. One of the best I've ever seen in my life. As a part of our ongoing summer celebration offers, today, July 21st, there are some special gold calendar offers. And I went and looked at them. There's a $20 one and a $100 one. And as they charge for gold, those probably are of value compared to what they usually want. I'm not buying either, and I wouldn't recommend you do either. It's just a lot of money for a little bit of gold. But if you're going to spend, definitely check those out. Now, Spider-Man Big Time, they are going to allow you to buy 5 shards starting July 25th until August 1st for 800 power cores. The very low price of 800 power cores for 5 shards. 100%, I think this is terrible, and I would highly recommend against even buying a single 5 shard thing. It's not worth it in any way, shape, or form. It's a Wells only thing, again. Now, if your spider sense is still tingling, that's because there's more news, right? Red stars for Spider-Man Big Time will become available with dark promotion credits. So you will be able to purchase his red stars with dark promo credits, which is quite phenomenal. Yes, it's just another character, you know what I mean, that you have to pick between on spending your dark promo credits. And I wouldn't prioritize him, in my personal opinion. He's mainly a war defense character, but could be used elsewhere because he's got an awesome kit. So he will be alongside Quicksilver and Iron Man Zombie. Don't miss out on adding red stars to Spider-Man Big Time. I won't be missing out, but I won't be buying them either. Now, the daily Blitz credit increase. What happened is they took Blitz credits out of the milestones when you're doing blitzes, and they upped how many Blitz credits you get for each win. And that's so you couldn't hold them and use them in events to actually get better payouts. So they stopped us from manipulating the system, essentially, and made it to where you have to actually blitz during said events to get certain milestones. Well, people were having troubles buying their energy refills for war and their defense boosts. So now to remedy this, they're going to give us each 500 blitz credits every single day for free. If you have your daily login streak going, which you should, you just click claim and you get 5,000 blitz credits. So this is awesome. And they believe this will make up for that lack of milestone blitz credits. So It's 3,500 a week. That should be more than enough to buy your energy attacks, energy refills for war attacks, and your defense boosts. I think that's pretty awesome of them and necessary. Now, in the free claims, it's not like usual. We're just going to get 2,000 gems of Citrock and 500 apples of Idun. Usually we get 5 character shards, but it's something, right? Free is free is free, and we will take it for our Friday bounty. So, until next time, good luck, Commanders. Again, this is all subject to change. Never forget that. If something comes up, they can change this and will change it. So, definitely stay on the lookout for update blogs throughout the week. Excuse me, I've been chugging Mountain Dew and I've got the burps. Alright, so the Blitz credit increase, that's phenomenal. That's an extra 500 credits for everybody. You'll notice it. You'll have more Blitz credits, but you won't even notice how you're getting them type of deal. This is a rip-off. I wouldn't do it. This calendar is phenomenal. Thank you so much to the people that created this and made this and allowed us to have it over there at Boundless and the new owners. All them people, thank you so much. Again, if you're going after this, congrats on being able to obtain it. Thank you for spending so much money on the Bifrost team in this game to help the creators keep creating more game content for us lighter spenders or free-to-play players. Much love and enjoy that event. Again here, congrats on this changing the story and all that good stuff. I hope everybody can get their Sylvie unlocked as well as their Beta Ray Bill. Hopefully they're both free-to-play options. And enjoy the story. I like playing through the stories. A lot of them make me laugh. So I'm hoping the Sylvie one's really good, and I really hope she has some standalone playability. Kind of like Vol does, because she is the controller, so I'm hoping that we can put her on other teams with other Asgardians maybe. If not, just on a totally different team, and she can put out some control effects. That would be phenomenal. I do like the character from the Loki TV show on Disney+. Go watch it if you haven't. Good luck in these upcoming events. Stay on the lookout for my guides when I put them out. Like I said, I will probably be about a day behind just because of my new work schedule. Real life comes first, you know what I mean? Yep, that's all I got, though. That is your weekly blog. Much love. Stay healthy. Subscribe.